Hello, so today I'm gonna fix up some of my Team Fortress 2 figures by NECA. These are unfortunately all the ones I have. I only have Heavy from the original wave, and then these are the final three that came up way more recently, but unfortunately I missed out on the rest of the series. I would at least like to have Soldier, Spy, and maybe Demoman as well. I don't really care too much about the Engineer, or maybe the Pyro. But as you might be aware, those figures are really, really expensive. They go for like $80 or towards 100, and it's just insane how expensive they are. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. But anyway, there are a few shortcomings with all of them. They all have pretty terrible paint, especially Medic. But there's not really too much I can do about him except repaint the entire thing. But we're going to do some slight changes. So this is Heavy here. You might notice one thing. Look at his eyes. It's blue, and there's a reflection. There's no pupil whatsoever. So I'm just gonna add some pupils to him. Hopefully this will all go together nicely. Looks like this one got a little bit too high up. That's a bit better. Okay, so I slightly messed that up, but I'm gonna fix it up. We use a toothpick. And just scrape away a little bit of the paint. Removing it. And while we're at it, we're gonna fix up his eyebrows too.
And now we're gonna go in with some Cadium Flesh Tone, and we're gonna try to fix up these paint scuffs he's got on the top of his head. So I'm just base coating this now first. So now I've added some white to the Cadium Flesh Tone, and I'm just really blending it all together, making it look semi-presentable. Apparently my brush is a little bit dirty. It's just me being horrible at taking care of my tools. So like a little grey and black got in there, but it sort of looks like hair growth, and I sort of like it, so I'm just gonna keep it.
second is Scout. He looks pretty good. I just think he's got a little bit too much black around his eyes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some Cadian Flesh Tone yet again, and we're just gonna lower the intensity of this black. Yeah, that looks better already. There we go. And as you can also see, this eye is really messed up. So, on to fixing that. I feel like there's more we can do here. You see, Scout's eyes, at least in this figure, they're it's just a black dot. And I know in the game he's got blue eyes. So let's see if we can do this in one step instead of two. We can just paint in an iris really quick. Can barely see anything, but I assure you it's there. There we go, that's Scout fixed. Okay, so for Doctor, for the medic, I mean, his... there's just so much wrong here, but the biggest issue I have with him is honestly just his hairline. Do you see this big lump here that's just unpainted? Okay, so the Sniper here, yeah, there's one glaring omission with this entire figure. It's the fact that he's missing his sunglasses, and it's not the fact that, you know, he doesn't really wear them all the time. It's like for the most part, a permanent part of his model. I mean, it's a separate thing in game, but my point is, he, to 90% always has his sunglasses on. So you can probably see that there are some holes drilled here. These aren't on the original factory figure, but it so happened that for a client of mine, he sent me some extra goodies, and among them were these pair of sunglasses from an old, not really old, but from a knockoff Stan Lee figure, and they're even yellow tinted like Sniper sunglasses in the game. So I drilled a couple of holes. Don't mind this one, it's just... I miscalculated, this one is more accurate. I drilled a pair of holes in the sides, because there are pegs here. And it so happens that... There we go. It so happens that these sunglasses are absolutely perfect for Sniper. Just look at that. Doesn't that look so good? So, yeah.
So I don't really know if you can see here, but if you look at his mouth and his chin, there's like a straight line that goes up. It's like a molding issue. And I'm gonna mix some clay and I'm gonna work it in there. And I'm gonna try to blend in the paint so the surgery looks seamless.
I feel alive!
Have a gander at this little beauty.
I healed the man who will kill you.
That's what I'm talking about! Yo, we're on fire!